This is not a studio, but it will be. It's gonna take a lot of hard work, some creative ideas, and hopefully as little money as possible. So how do we transform this space? This big, empty room that used to be some kind of auto parts garage or something? Well, before we get to how, here's why we're doing this in the first place. We make commercials. We're focused on creating effective and entertaining ads for brands like FAO Schwarz and Six Flags. We also teach at a local university, so we're coaching students on how to produce great videos. In order to pull off all of these things, we need an efficient, wildly functional studio. Since we bought this building a few months ago, we've already made some big modifications to the exterior and some of the office spaces. Now it's time to get to work on the other half of the building, the studio, so we can create a bunch of toy commercials for the upcoming season. This year, we're upgrading our FAO Schwarz set. It's the place in our studio that will look and feel like a miniature version of the famous toy store in New York City. And we're gonna use it a lot, so it's gotta look great. Version 1 of our FAO set looked legit on camera, but it wasn't the most durable.
Our old set was really just a collection of IKEA shelves.
We moved the original set to the new building, and it's not in great shape anymore. It's not looking too good. All of that gold trim was actually just duct tape, and nobody knew.
It lasted quite a few years. It was never really meant to be permanent. It's time to do better, especially now that we have this bigger space.
Out with the old, in with the new.
This whole place has to be awesome.
We're designing the new version with some 3D software. It's gonna look a lot better. Before we can start building, there's something we have to destroy. Cue the destruction montage.
My wife and I spent some time tearing down what was a very ugly room that used to be, I guess, the bathroom. We used it as a closet.
With that corner of the studio cleared out, it's time to start building FAO Schwarz. Miniature. Mini.
This studio actually just used to be an old parts house, so the floors are dirty, they're gross, they're ugly, and they're just bare concrete, which is really dusty, so I'm gonna paint them. The big thing, though, that we need to do is keep the dust from coming back. 2 words: robot vacuum.
We got a robot vacuum. Pretty high tech. Look out, 2015.
Okay, the entire studio's floor is painted. So much room for activities! This is a bunch of foam. I'm gonna take a method that people use to build things like RVs and see if I can't come up with a better way to build studio flats. It's just spiders everywhere. What looks like just a few panels behind me is about to be a really magical place soon, so hang tight.
Hey! We're chugging along, prepping the studio for you guys. So I guess we're just looking to know when we should start getting products.
We're really excited to finally receive the first shipment of products so we can start playing with these toys. I mean, making these toy commercials. The line between work and play is kind of blurry around here. In the meantime, while we wait, we can start on pre-production. Pre-production is just the planning, preparing, purchasing prior to production. It's all the work of getting ready to start making a video. Danny's building a set, I'm gonna work on some scripts. Once these toys arrive, we'll be ready to roll.
Your favorite commercial might be funny, or it might be sentimental. It's really important to get the right mood in the video so that it connects with the audience. So I wanna introduce you to someone who's gonna show you why this matters so much. Let's go.
Music is really important to effective advertising. When I'm editing, the right music choice can make a commercial even better, or I can mess up the edit completely if I choose the wrong song. So watch this video clip with me. Just imagine in your head what kind of music would go with this.
Playtime can be exhausting, so when nap time comes around, reach for Soothings by FAO Schwarz.
So I'm just gonna try putting in this music track.
Playtime can be exhausting, so when nap time comes around, reach for Soothings by FAO Schwarz.
I'm gonna go with no. I think I'm gonna keep on looking. I think I got one.
Playtime can be exhausting, so when nap time comes around, reach for Soothings by FAO Schwarz.
I like how that turned out. For all these commercials that we're getting ready to make, we need to be able to find the perfect track really quickly. My favorite way to do that is to use Artlist. Artlist is a royalty-free music and sound effects platform that has been perfect for our workflow. We've used it for years. Their options for searching let you filter by mood, genre, video theme, instrument, and you can choose what you don't want to see. We're making toy commercials. I don't think I will need dubstep. Artlist gets new music options every day, so I never run out of music to look through because there's always something new. So if you're making commercials that might end up on TV, you probably want to go with the unlimited plan, which is what we use. But if you don't need all that, then there is a more affordable plan too. And if you sign up for an Artlist plan using our link below, you can get 2 free months added to an annual subscription. Thank you to Artlist for sponsoring this video.
It is organized chaos in here, but there is a plan. I think. Danny, is there a plan?
What doesn't look like much behind me right here. Okay, it's not really gonna be much. It's mostly gonna be a white wall, but it's gonna be a really cool white wall that's curved, and it's something called a cyclorama. If you've ever seen The Matrix, that's a cyclorama. Big, seamless white wall where you can't tell how big it is. What's behind me right now and looks like a gigantic mess, underneath that is what's important because that's where our new living room's gonna be. Not sure what to do with this yet. We'll get there.
That is a closet full of toys. We gotta figure out what to do with all these toys, which is a good problem. I think we have some ideas. Right after I recorded this video clip a few months ago, we moved all of our stuff into this new studio, including those toys. They're right over there, and it's finally time to do something with them. Come on. This is the sample room. The sample room is the place, just like at the old studio, where we keep all of the products for the commercials that we're working on. But we've already finished all of these commercials. This is last year's products. We gotta do something with all these because we're getting a new shipment in really soon, and this room is about to be really full. I also want to tell you about that fun idea I had. This isn't what you think.
Do you remember going to the dentist or the doctor's office and on your way out they had a little treasure chest that you could pull a prize out? We have a lot of kid actors that come in to be in our commercials, and we thought it would be really fun if we had a treasure chest out at the front door. So on your way out after a hard day's work of acting in toy commercials, you could go home with a prize. So we decided to take some of the products from the sample room and add them to this cool old box that I fixed up.
All right, the treasure box is completely full of toys and we still have a lot left over. So we're gonna go take these to some kids at a local preschool. Very local.
Danny has a lot of ideas for an updated living room set in the studio. I hope we're not biting off more than we can chew.
Well, it's done. It does need a little bit of decoration though, so hang tight.
It's here.
Ooh, what's this?
Products are here. The studio is ready. Let's make some commercials.
Look at our living room. This took so much time. Features a functioning window that actually uses the real power of the sun, or we can use a studio light if we need to have a little bit more control. Has a fireplace, not functioning yet, but maybe one day. I've got a few ideas to make this living room even cooler in phase 2. We have this awesome little light box that I made that can become almost any color. A cyclorama, which is a huge white background, and this is so much more than just kind of a white screen. It actually can become any color under the sun, including a green screen. And this set, we call it the confession cam. This camera, light, and even this microphone all are on the same stand with one cable, and it can be wheeled around anywhere. The FAO Schwartz set looks incredible. These curtains are on tracks, so we can have all kinds of backgrounds, whatever we want for the product. We've even got a robot butler now to keep the place tidy.
How we create commercials behind the scenes is only half the fun. To actually watch some of our favorite commercials that we've made, tap right here and tell us which one's your favorite.